Welcome to Choodle Sketches by Sir Choobie, where faith is learned, understood, and deepened in simple ways. Let's get started. Hello, I'm Sir Choobie. In a world flooded with opinions, truth often feels fragile. Today we explore the spirituality of truth, not just knowing what is true, but living it. Truth is not an idea we manipulate. It is a reality that shapes the soul and leads us toward God. To live spiritually is to live truthfully, before God, others, and ourselves. Truth is not created by emotion or preference. In classical theology, truth arises when the intellect humbly conforms to reality as it is. It demands listening before asserting, receiving before reshaping. Spiritual life begins when we stop bending reality to our desires and instead learn to stand in awe of what God has already given. Truth is rich and multi-layered. According to Thomas Aquinas, truth can be understood in different but related ways. How the mind knows, how things exist, and how persons act. These kinds of truth help us see how truth shapes thought, reality, and moral life. Logical truth concerns the intellect's fidelity to reality. A judgment is true when what the mind affirms corresponds to what truly exists. In the spiritual life, this calls for vigilance against illusion, bias, and self-deception. Through prayer, the mind is purified, reordered, and gradually trained to see reality in the light of truth. Ontological truth belongs to being itself. A thing is true insofar as it fully expresses what God intends it to be. Creation is truthful because it bears the imprint of divine wisdom. Spirituality, then, is learning to receive reality with reverence, listening to the silent language through which God speaks in what exists. Moral truth concerns human action. A life is true when choices conform to right reason and God's law. Spiritual growth demands integrity, when conduct aligns with conscience and belief. Holiness is not merely knowing the truth, but embodying it, allowing truth to shape habits, decisions, and the concrete patterns of daily life. Spirituality is not an escape from reality, but a deeper entrance into it. Through prayer, conscience, and virtue, the soul is trained to love truth, even when it demands sacrifice. Falsehood divides the heart and distorts desire, but truth unifies the person, ordering life toward God with clarity, freedom, and integrity. Relativism denies objective truth and reduces truth to personal preference. Spiritually, this breeds confusion, instability, and subtle domination, where influence replaces reason. Without truth as a shared reference, freedom loses direction and becomes vulnerable to manipulation. When nothing is true, power, not goodness, decides what prevails. The spirituality of truth is the antidote for relativism, for it shapes humility, courage, and inner stability. It teaches us to receive truth as a gift rather than construct it to suit our desires. When rooted in Christ, truth is never cold or oppressive. It becomes love that illumines freedom, directing it toward what is good, life-giving, and real. To live truthfully is to examine one's conscience, seek wisdom with humility, reject falsehood, and speak with charity. When united to love, truth is never cruel or divisive. It heals wounded hearts, orders desires, and frees the person from fear, illusion, and self-deception, leading the soul toward integrity and authentic freedom. Truth is not an idea we control. It is a light we are invited to walk in. When truth shapes our minds, our actions, and even our desires, spirituality becomes real and life-giving. Choose truth and you choose freedom. Until next time, I'm Sir Choobie. Keep seeking what is real.